Society's understanding of fashion is a cult, and I'm here to set you free. Hello angels, and welcome to my video about what it means to be a living doll. Today I want to clear up some misunderstandings and give you more definition about what it means to be a living doll. There has been a lot of speculation and it has had quite a history so far, but I wanted to give you my perspective and hopefully encourage you with my understanding of the term. Let me just preface this by saying that I do not believe that I have the only truth. I'm not talking as if I know it all, only that I know myself. And as I am a living doll, I feel like I have the ability to share with you my understanding. There may be other living dolls that have different understandings of this, and I would love to hear them in the comments. So please leave a comment below and we can discuss this further. First of all, I wanted to just touch upon some things that a living doll is not. If there is one statement that I hope you take away from today, it is that living doll is not only for skinny people. Dolls come in many different sculpts, and that is the same for living dolls too. You can be a living doll no matter your size, shape, height, gender, anything. And I think that that was so beautifully displayed in Sky's Hooked on the Look documentary about being a plus-size doll. You can see it in the descriptions below. I believe that the hashtag living doll has been used in images of skinny people, and so then I feel that if somebody looking at that may feel discouraged from discovering more about what it means to be a living doll. And so I hope to reach out to all of those people who feel like they cannot be and tell them that they can. There are other terms that can be used when you are wishing to have the physique of a Barbie or a fashion doll. The term human Barbie is often used for somebody who is perhaps training or waist training to get the hourglass figure of Barbie. I will just quickly gloss over this as it is something that I have been asked about, predominantly by men, as to if I am into the dollification kink. Dollification is something that already exists, it is doll themed, but it has absolutely nothing to do with living doll. I'm not here to yuck anyone's consensual yum, but it is important that you do not assume somebody's kinks from the way that they are dressed. Finally, and I do not believe that I need to truly say this to all of you, as I believe that it should be something that is very understood, but for some people who might need to hear this, living doll is not anti-feminist. We all know by now that feminists can wear pink, and my hyper-femininity and hyper-feminist outlook on life both carry together very well. It is because I believe that in the feminist struggle for equality, there has been a kind of struggle to denounce some of our femininity in order to become equal. And I believe that is not truly equal. So now we can talk about what a living doll is. For me, living doll is a subculture that's emerging, a creative understanding, and also a spiritual understanding. There is already a wonderful community of living dolls throughout the world that encourage and celebrate each other's creativity. And I'm sure if you asked any one of them, they would tell you their own understanding of what it means to be a living doll. Through the community, I feel that there is a subculture emerging of people who are very expressive in how they do their makeup and fashion and styling. And I hope that the community grows because it has been so welcoming and there has been no gatekeeping. At its heart, LivingDoll is creative expression. It is for people who wish to use their face and body and fashion and styling as a canvas to express their most perfect selves. And that is perfect in not society's understanding of perfect, but in our own personal understanding of what it means to express ourselves perfectly, our soul in its most perfect light, which does not have to do with trends or what others may think of us. Of course, there are doll themes to LivingDoll style, and you might see them in myself as in my doll suit and how I do my makeup, in what I surround myself in my hobbies as far as doll collecting and doll painting. But that doesn't mean that every single living doll would be so much into the doll aesthetic as I am. It may be that other living dolls really just take on the idea of the boundless expression and boundless capabilities in creativity as a doll has. It is in the boundlessness of a doll's possibilities that led me to become a living doll in the first place. I remember saying to my friends that I want to become something unreal. To become something unreal, or to have that ideal in my head, allowed me to push past the boundaries of reality, of how people saw me, and I feel it has given myself more freedom in my expression when I do not take reality into consideration. What I mean by that is that the courage and the ability to do the thing that you want to do, to be the person that you want to be, to look like you want to look like, and there being nothing in the way to stop you. The idea of boundless expression leads on to my spiritual understanding of being a living doll. For me, explaining my spiritual understanding and what is going on in my head is not the easiest thing, so please bear with me. I've always been fascinated and wanting to learn more about the relationship between soul and body. It is my understanding now that as my body is a temple, it has been decorated in the way that most temples are decorated, to express the love for my inner soul. My outward body is not only the protector of my soul, but also the way in which it interacts with the world and lets itself be known. And so I feel most comfortable in this way as a doll is hollow, and I can understand my body as ultimately hollow with a soul inside of it. Then I can feel some protection, some ownership, and also treasuring of my body is not something that I used to feel. I used to feel quite insecure about my shape and my height. Now when I look in the mirror, I see a reflection of my most perfect self. It is embarrassing that I've only recently been able to watch Lovely Law's reaction video to the LivingDoll My Strange Addiction video. To be honest, it was quite upsetting to watch, as I saw that these people were uncomfortable and were being forced to call themselves dolls. It has been media's mislabeling and misinterpreting that has led to a rather toxic understanding of a living doll. And so through this video, I really wanted to set that apart, to explain that yes, the media has actually lied to you, and that is not in fact a living doll. If that person so wishes to be called that, that's fine. But if you are putting rules about it, saying that you have to look like this, dress like this, something like that, then that is not what a living doll is. A living doll is about artistic creativity expressed through ourselves, through our styling. I think one of the major sticking points of the term living doll is that it's such a powerful term. To call yourself a doll is to say that you are perfect, as a doll is usually described as somebody of something that has the most perfect build, like a Barbie or something like that. And so intrinsically there can be a lot of gatekeeping, as you can't be a living doll because you're not a short person, you can't be a living doll because your skin is not porcelain. And of course the media's attention towards living doll is because of this perceived perfection, because it is intrinsic within human nature to first doubt and to say, no, that person can't be a living doll, that person can't be perfect, I can't believe that person is calling themselves perfect. And that creates in itself a scandal, which is why I believe that it gained so much notoriety in the media. To call yourself a living doll is a sign of self-love, I believe, as I believe I am perfect in my own perfect way. But your perfection is not something that someone else can decide for you. It is up to you how your most perfect self is, and it is always within your reach. I hope to have encouraged you, whether you are a living doll or not, to express yourself in the way that you present yourself that makes you happy. And I hope I have quelled any fears in any of you that think that you can't be a living doll for whatever reason. I'm telling you that you can. Society's understanding of fashion is a cult, and I'm here to set you free. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it was just me talking, but it was something that I really wanted to get across to you guys. My understanding of living doll and why I still call myself that, and noting some of the toxicity around the term to hopefully clear any misunderstandings. If you have liked this video, please give it a like, please subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you and your thoughts on this. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Fifidoll. I am a living doll and doll artist, and so my next video I will be repainting a Monster High. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for taking the time out of your day, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Bye bye angels, take care.